morning, Van. We are
Yeah,
just
good
going to
morning.
begin the session in 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay,
Let everyone joins in, then we'll just begin the session.
okay, so I can start sharing the ni lah.
Van, you just unmute yourself. You are
Can
muted, therefore we couldn't hear you.
so you can see me? Are you can see me? Hello, hello.
Yeah, good morning. We could hear you now.
Yeah, so you can see me, eh?
Yeah, we can see you as well. We can hear you as well.
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you for joining this session.
Okay, I'm very glad to hear it. Okay,
Yeah, it is looking a very clear view.
okay, thank you. Okay, so
So it is night over there.
no, no. Actually, currently, is time right now is around 1:32 afternoon PM.
Okay, okay. It's afternoon.
Oh yeah.
How is the weather and everything over there?
Yeah, okay.
Good
Okay, sure.
place to visit.
But nowadays, COVID era, in pandemic era, we cannot go out lah. Uh,
Yeah, it's very tough. We need
yeah,
to follow that protocol.
yeah, sure, sure. How about the case in India? Is it still increasing?
Yes, the
Oh,
third wave hasn't knocked, but still the cases are there. It's not too much. Everything is under control. But
okay.
maybe up to 2 to 3 months, we are going to have that wave.
Oh, okay, 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 okay,
So again, it's an alarming.
okay, okay.
Revenue and everything has GDP and everything has gone down due to COVID.
Yeah, actually, our country just just have a new prime minister. Yeah,
Yeah, how is he controlling the nation?
yeah. I forget the name. I forget the name.
Yes.
How many
Ashish,
how many
yes, yes.
how many audience in this
Yes,
workshop?
So there are more than 100 audience.
Oh, so I
So
cannot see.
basically, because it's already 4 minutes already has been passed, I think we should not be waiting for the audience.
Okay,
I
okay,
think
sure.
because you are also having a very tough schedule. I can understand you must be having a very tough. Ashish sir,
yes, ma'am.
please introduce the speaker and soon begin with the session because he's having a very hectic schedule. He must be having
Sure.
lots of classes, in line by.
Uh-huh. Sure, sure.
Okay.
Miss Megha would be coming today, Ashish sir.
No, no message.
Okay, okay. Just then you just carry forward.
Uh-huh. So give me just 1 minute. We will just wait.
Okay,
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
sure.
I just give you 2 to 3 minutes. You can have it. But just start at 8, 11, 10.
Hmm. Yes.
Recording in progress.
So we are all set, and people are still joining, so they can join anytime. Rajan, can we start now?
Yes, sir. Please introduce the speaker.
Yes, yes. So yeah, very warm welcome. And this is a weekend, Saturday, but still we have one last session of this IT Tech Fest 2021. This is day 6, and it is an international workshop organized by TechBuild Patna, and it is about current trends in IT. Today we are welcoming PS Dr. Van Muhammad Yaqub Van Benjuri. He is a lecturer, Faculty of Information Communication and Technology, University Technical Malaysia. So today his session will be on artificial intelligence. This is for 1 hour, and we are expecting a very good session from him. People who have joined, they can learn about the AI things, and I am also excited to attend this session. So very warm welcome, sir.
So let me share my screen first. Okay. Anyway,
Yes,
thank you
I'll,
very much to the MC. Okay, so let me share my screen first.
yes. So I'll be making you co-host. Yeah.
Host disable.
I think you can share your screen now.
Okay, sure. So, so hello, hi everybody. Good morning. So currently, I want to present about the topics. So the topics title is artificial intelligence in IoT, or we can call as a IoT. Okay. So okay. So before we go further, so let me introduce myself first. Okay. So this is my name. My name is Wan Muhammad Yaakob bin Wan Bujuri. So my previous education, I already finished my PhD in computer science, master in computer science, bachelor in computer science, and also diploma in electronic engineering. So my professional member is a professional technologist. I got it from Malaysian Board of Technologies. So my research interest uh, is artificial intelligence, internet, IoT, wireless sensor network, and also indoor positioning. So this is my citation in Google Scholar. So currently, uh, since 2016, my paper has been cited from more than 200 papers, and the hash index around 10. For I-10 index is 11. Okay, so this is the outline. So in this session, I will describe about the introduction of AI and give a brief about the AI versus IoT, Internet of Things. And then I also describe about the what will be happen when AI embedded in IoT. I also describe about the taxonomy of IoT, the application, the future aspect in this field, artificial intelligence program in our university, and last one is the summary. Okay, so we go to the introduction first. So basically, artificial intelligence is the science and engineering that tries to make machine intelligent, trying to get them to understand human language and to reach problem and goal as well as a human being. However, there are some researchers who affirm that the objective of the AI is to put the human mind inside a computer, although they may speak metaphorically. Some of the fields where AI can be applied, such as video games, data mining, discourse recognition, natural language understanding, computer vision, the creation of expert system, and data classification. So those AI can be divided into several branches, among which stand out automatic learning, computer vision, fuzzy logic, natural language processing, heuristic, and intelligent agent. Okay, so this is artificial intelligence versus Internet of Things. So what it make it different? So basically, AI refer to the simulation of human intelligence in machine that program to think like human and mimic their action. The term may also be applied to any machine that is a bit threat associated with a human mind, such as learning and problem solving. So it is also a field of computer science in which a machine is equipped with the ability to mimic cognitive function of a human, which is it can make decisions based on its past experience or responding to an action that is completely unaware until that time. Meanwhile, for IoT, describe the network of physical objects that used for purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other device and system over the internet. So yes, also the internet networking of physical device like vehicle, buildings, electronic device, sensor, actuator that are capable of communicating among themselves with the external environment. Okay. So what will happen when AI embedded in OIT? So this is a very interesting thing. Okay, so there are four things. First, it can increase the operational efficiency. So here AI crunch the constant stream of data and detects the pattern, not deceptive on simple cost. Machine learning and AI technology can predict the operation condition and determines the parameters required for ideal outcome, thus improving the efficiency. Second, it can enable new and improved product and services. The NLP is getting better and better at letting people speak with machine rather than requiring a human operator. AI control drones, robot can go where human cannot. Third is it can improve the risk management. So when we pairing AI with IoT, it helps business to understand as well as predict a broad range of risks and automate for the prompt response. Thereby, it allows them to better handle financial loss, employee safety, and cyber threats. The last one, it can also increase the scalability. The IoT device range from mobile device and high-end computer to low-end sensor. However, the most common IoT ecosystem include low-end sensor which offer flood of data. AI-powered IoT ecosystem analyze and summarize the data from one device before transferring it to other devices. As such, it reduces large volume of data to a handy level and allow connecting a large number of IoT devices. So this is called scalability. Okay. Next is the taxonomy of IoT. So this is the picture of the taxonomy. So basically I divided into 4 categories. First is the machine learning, second computer vision, third fuzzy logic, and the last one is NLP. So basically I describe the machine learning first. Firstly, machine learning can be classified based on type of feedback received. So I present into 6 categories here. First, we call as supervised learning. Second, unsupervised learning. Third, semi-supervised learning. Reinforcement learning, conduction learning, and multitasking learning. Okay. For the first, for the supervised learning, so this algorithm infer a function by means of label trained data that they receive as input. Second is unsupervised learning. The difference with the previous one is that the input data is not labeled and it is the system itself that must infer algorithm or patterns to recognize and label the same type of data. Thirdly is semi-supervised learning. Basically, it's a combination of two previous algorithm is performed, which is from supervised and unsupervised learning. Okay, so in this way the system must consider both the tagged element and the untagged element. Okay, next is reinforcement learning. So this is based on the algorithm learning based on the world that surround it. In this case, the algorithm learn from the answer given by the outside world based on its action, criticism them if they were good or bad. Okay, next is transaction learning. The difference is that in this case the function is not created implicitly, but rather the idea is to predict the category of future example based on the input example. And the last one is multitasking. So basically this algorithm use previous learned knowledge in similar problem already experienced in order to improve the learning of the problem to be solved. Okay, and then second type of the machine learning is learned by the algorithm. So first is decision tree. So basically decision tree are a set of nodes arranged like a binary tree. So in the intermediate nodes they are the necessary condition to reach the leaf where this condition or predicates may imply one or more characteristic of the element. Second is association rules, which is it contains those algorithms that try to discover association between variables of the same group. Third is genetic algorithm. So these are nothing more than a heuristic search process that attempt to simulate natural selection following a process of evolution of individuals through random action. Fourth is deep learning, which is a set of algorithms that are based on modeling high-level abstraction composed of multiple nonlinear transformation. Fifth is ANN, okay, which is allow automatic learning by simulating the neuron system of the nervous system of animal. Six is SVM, which is use similar investigations such as SVN and support vector regression, which is a supervised method that are used to solve problems of classification and regression that produce nonlinear limit by using linear limit and transforming the future space version. So this operation basically based on the selection of a small number of critical limit case known as support vector in order to build discriminant function to separate existing case as much as possible. Next is clustering. So this clustering basically classify similar data based on certain criteria in subgroup or also cluster. So the last one is Bayesian network, which is a probabilistic model that represents random variable and their unconditional independence in a directed acyclic graph. Okay, so this is the application of IoT. Okay, first we can apply the IoT into the smart thermostat. So basically, smart thermostat is a thermostat that can be used with home automation and are responsible for controlling a home heating and or air conditioning. So the smartphone integration can be used to check and control temperature from anywhere. Second, things we can also apply into manufacturing industry. So in the manufacturing, one of the industry that already embrace new technologies like IoT, artificial intelligence, facial recognition, deep learning, robots, and many more. So the robot employed in factories are turning smarter with the support of implanted sensor which facilitated data transmission. Okay, third is smart retail. So basically, retail analytics involve numerous data points from camera and sensor to observe customer movement and to predict when they will reach the checkout line. So thereby, the system can suggest dynamic staffing level to reduce the checkout time and increase the productivity of the cashier. Next is smart agriculture. So basically, in this field, we the device can collect egg and food production practice powered by the IoT, big data, and advanced analytic technology. So the sensor-based system for monitoring crops, soils, fish, and also livestock. So drone, smart vehicle for monitor crops. Okay, now I will describe about the future aspect of AIoT, IoT. Firstly, the AI and IoT are inseparable. So the entire idea of AI is to capture more actionable data from IoT device. Second, AI will making it intelligent. So AI is more about making machine put in intelligent behavior, whilst the function of IoT is to make this machine connect. Third is the future lies in the convergence of AI and IoT. So the future of industrial automation lies in the convergence of AI and IoT. The artificial intelligence of things will impact almost industry vertical, including automotive, aviation, finance, healthcare, manufacturing, and supply chains. Okay, so in our university, we also offer artificial intelligence program. So there are 4 different courses in our university that are offered by our faculty lah. First is diploma in information technology. So this program it takes around 3 years. This program it deals with designing innovative methodology and sophisticated tools for developing software system. Students are exposed to various techniques of analyzing user requirement and specification as well as design and implementation of software system. Some of the core courses including object-oriented programming, database system, software engineering, and also introduction to multimedia. Second program is Bachelor in Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence. This program, it takes around 3.5 years. So this program prepare graduate with a true understanding and superior skill of computer science, particularly in the area of AI. Graduates will also be equipped with advanced scientific knowledge and engineering skill in AI in order to fulfill industry needs, especially in the field of ICT, robotics, and manufacturing. Third is Master in Technology, Data Science Analytics. So this program takes around 3 semesters. So it can be a 1.5 year. Okay, so this program aim for the recent graduate and industry practitioner from various academic disciplines with strong analytical and computing skill and experience. So this program designed to equip students with fundamental and applied knowledge, technical skill, and current technology in data science and analytic area. So this include fundamental principles of data science, the capability to analyze a diversity of big data, the skill of using data science tools, and the capability to apply the data analytics technique to various domains, as well as the capability to present the analytic result in intended audience. So this program delivery modes are through lecture, lab session, and industrial projects. So which is it emphasizes the state of the practice technique to us and technology and recognize methodology through university industry collaboration. So the last one is the Doctor of Philosophy in Information Technology. So basically, this program, the maximum of this program is around 5 years. So the student, after finish the master, the student can enter this program. Okay. So now I want to present the conclusion. So basically, there are 4 important fields that I want to highlight, such as machine learning, computer vision, physiology, and NLP. So the AI can be said very fast field. Besides, we have seen some example of the use of AI with the IoT and how this vision can create very important and interesting application. However, we only touch in this part lah. So this part is related with each other, and it used to process the different information or the technique that used to teach necessary information to create the model that different technique needs. Furthermore, these subfields are used to create smarter machine or program in order to help us in our daily life, such as IoT is trying to do. So for instance, machine learning could be used to create a better model with enough intelligence to automate and take decision. Computer vision to automate visual scenario, fuzzy logic to give intelligent and take decision to save money, electricity, and so on, and NLP to improve the understanding between machine and the humankind. So that's why the integration of this piece, the IoT with AI, so it could open a new world of opportunity, such as later that I already described before. Even though they have been only a few work on this topic, and it is necessary a lot of research in the intersection of these two fields. Okay, so this is the reference that I use in order to making this presentation. Okay, so now I will open to the Q&A session. Cannot hear. Sorry, I cannot hear. Maybe somebody can type the chatting. Maybe we can communicate through chatting.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
All the participants who have any questions?
Difference between AI and machine learning. Can you?
Can you just write your question in chat? He said he is not able to hear. So the question is difference between AI and machine learning. Someone
Yes.
has asked the question.
Yes.
Okay, so basically, as I mentioned before here, let me go to the previous slide. Okay, so basically, machine learning is under AI, and then this is one type of AI algorithm. Okay, so in this category, so the machine learning algorithm focus on the learning technique, which is as I mentioned before, supervised, unsupervised, semi-unsupervised, reinforcement learning, transactive learning, and multitasking. So this is the learning technique that will be applied for the machine learning. And in the machine learning also, there are also second component we call as algorithm. So the algorithm here is used to process the data inside the machine learning. Okay. Is it answer your question? Can hear or not? If cannot, I just type.
Hello. My question is, uh, if IoT device is very small, then how much of AI and machine learning expertise is required? Like, do people need to learn everything, or how they can like categorize? Like, if I am building some IoT device or something, then this means how do we segregate from all the AI domain? Like you have mentioned so many things. So how do we like segregate the importance of this is important for my this IoT thing? Is there any kind of uh, uh, segregation is possible, or do we need to learn everything in AI and then we need to try all the IoT thing? Means do we need the complete knowledge of AI and then IoT and then we get something built up?
Okay, this is based on my experience. If you want to build a IoT device, basically IoT refer to the the thing that we can see, which is a device itself lah. So let's say if you really want to focus to build a IoT, what you should do, you need to know what is the input, what is the process, and what will be the output that you want to display to the end user. Okay, so let's say if the sensor input you want to use a camera. Okay, so here if you want to use a camera, you need to understand about the computer vision part. Okay, computer vision part. And then for the processing part, which is the second component inside the IoT, you can use the machine learning, fuzzy logic. Okay, machine learning and fuzzy logic. Okay, and then after that, it can, from this machine learning and fuzzy logic, it can display the output. For NLP process, it used for the, if you use a sensor such as a microphone or audio input type, so we can use the NLP. Okay, so as a conclusion, what I can say, it depends on of the IoT project that you are working for. So as I mentioned before, you need to determine what is the input, what is the process, and what is the output that you want to display. So in that area, then you can you can know what kind of the knowledge that you want to learn in order to develop the project of IoT.
Okay. Can you explain a little more about fuzzy logic?
Okay, so basically, fuzzy logic is a program while. Okay, so basically the fuzzy logic engage to solve problem that classical logic cannot solve, because the classical logic can deal with the binary value. Okay, so it's a type of algorithm that usually deal with the logic input, such as let's say we have a, nowadays we have a washing machine, and then in the washing machine there are many kind of the process, such as washing, spinning, and then the machine is responsible to operate the washing part or spinning part. So here in this machine, the washing machine require a fuzzy logic in order to process or executed this process, such as washing and spinning process.
Okay. So any other question from participants? In your university, what kind of projects students are building using both IoT and AI?
Okay, currently I'm supervise project uh, such as computer car navigation application. So this software is used to recognize pedestrian. The pedestrian at the road. If let's say this application recognize the any pedestrian, so this application will give warning to a driver. That's the first project. And other things such as the application that that recognize the the pattern of the uh, disabled people language, so it can be used to translate the disabled people language to the words. So this uh, application that I asked to my student working lah right now.
Good. For the students who have joined, who are new to this field, what do you suggest to learn IoT first or AI first, or how to take up this?
Okay. For the first student, okay. If let's say, so before the student can learn about the AI, which is can enter the Bachelor Computer Science AI. So the student must have a diploma information technology knowledge lah. So this is the basic knowledge that require before the student can learn the knowledge inside artificial intelligence. Okay, so for the at the early semester, the student will be required to learn programming technique such as C++, Java, and also Python. So this is first thing. And then after that, the student required to learn about the discrete structure and also calculus, because AI basically is a combination from mathematical and the computer science. So that's why after the student learn this field, then the student can enter to the you know high level, which is can learn the artificial intelligence.
Okay. Any other questions from the participant? So today's session we are live on Facebook also.
Okay. Is it live Facebook or on this institution?
Yes, so TechBuild is a page, Facebook page. On that page we are live.
Oh, okay.
Sir, I have one question.
Okay, sure.
Artificial intelligence, IoT, same or not?
Okay, so basically AI and IT is a different thing. So AI is focused on the procedure. I mean, it's like focus on the brand. IoT focus on the device itself. Okay, so in this presentation, I just describe about the IoT, what will happen, or what is the opportunity when we implement AI inside the device, inside the IoT. Okay. The easy example of IoT that you can see is your own mobile phone. Mobile is a IoT, and then the software inside the mobile we can call as a AI. So let's say if we have an application such as such as a barcode reader kan, that one we can call as so AI IoT lah, IoT application. Because it consists of the integration of the computer vision and the camera devices. Is it answer your question? Okay, thank you for the question.
So we still have 5 minutes remaining. If you have any questions about IoT, machine learning, today we learned about how IoT and machine AI, there is a sub two states are colliding with each other. There is a huge possibility. So, Doctor, can we also say related to your topic, like AI powered IoT device?
Hello.
Yes.
What is the question?
Question is like the topic that you picked, like AI with IoT. So we can also say something like AI powered IoT device.
Actually, we can call in IoT. Uh, IoT. If you want to call AI plus IoT, you can call
Or
IoT lah. IoT.
IoT.
Yeah, IoT. Yeah, actually,
Oh, okay.
currently I am working in this topic lah, for my research, and
Okay.
also give if let's say the student want to apa ni, want to ask me as a supervisor, so I will ask the student to do this topic also. And then also for information, also working in department of ICA, Intelligent Computing Analytics, which is a department, one department in our faculty.
Okay. So is there any company or industry who supports these kind of projects, or these kind of like people who have interest in building these things? Any company who supports, or any grant and funds who support these things?
Okay, basically, currently, I have one research grant that focus on IoT. So the project basically focus on the to detect the project the project for actually focusing to detect the water level, the water level from flood. So let's say we have a mobile phone, and actually in our mobile phone there are a sensor we call as a inertial sensor. So the inertial sensor basically working based on orientation of handphone itself. Okay, so by utilizing this kind of the sensor inside the mobile phone, so the software can detect the level of flood. Let's say if the of course usually user will put the mobile phone inside the pocket, and then when when the user working so slowly, that because of the flood, so this sensor will detect the walking style of user, then it can process uh, or process to the assumption of the water level, whether the water level is high or low. Maybe if the user working slowly, so the sensor can assume the level of flood is high. But if the user working fastly, so that's mean the water level is low, something like that lah. uh, and then this the advantage or the good thing in this project is a cost. Okay, why I say cost? Because nowadays if you want to detect the level of flood, we need to install the sensor inside the area, and then it very costly. But however, by utilizing the sensor inside our mobile phone, so we just focus on the software itself only. So and then for the maintenance cost, of course, it also can save more money compared to the uh, current technique, I mean the conventional technique. So this is the project that I'm working right now.
Nice, super.
Thank you.
So participants, any question from your side?
So I have one question.
Okay.
Data science and analytics different from AI.
uh, what is the question? Can you repeat it?
The question is data science analytics difference with AI.
Okay, so basically data science analytics actually is focused on the data itself, how to analyze the data. Okay, meanwhile AI focus on the not only the data, it also focus on the process and display the output, I mean generate the output. But data science focus on the how to process the data, which is it's like a more towards on the mathematic. uh, for example, let's say we have a big amount of data. Maybe if we put in our Excel, maybe around 10,000 data. So how the data science or analytics can help us to process this data? Okay, if using a conventional technique, maybe the problem is it will give a bad impact to our device performance, kan? But however, if you use a data science analytics technique, maybe the processing of data can be a more efficient compared to the conventional technique. So after finish the data processing and going to analytic, then we can start doing the processing the data and generate the outputs. Okay. So in our faculty, we offer this program, I mean a Master in Technology Data Science Analytics for 3 semester, and it's a coursework program. Okay, this coursework program. I think it's good lah because nowadays in a pandemic era, actually is a good time for us to continue studies. And for your information, there are many Indian people in our faculty that continue postgraduate program.
Okay, nice. Any other question? So I think time is also over, and we can wind up the session.
Thank you for the question.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Bajuri.
Yes,
And it is a very nice session, and it is a different topic like AI plus IoT, and people must have got some idea like how two things are important for some specific task, some specific kind of project.
yes, sure.
So yes, and what is the things required to learn in a stepwise, like diploma in IT, then bachelor, masters, and doctor.
Yes, sure.
So very nice session, and thank you for coming to this session.
Yes,
And I'd also like to thank all the participants who have joined today, and they must have learned something.
yes.
And it is very, we are very honored to have you for this Fest 2021,
Hmm.
and we like to see you
Okay, sure,
again sometime. Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. Uh, and for participants, just a small announcement that there is a quiz session kept. So I'll be sending you email, and there will be instructions. So do participate in the quiz. So that was a 6-day event, and we have questions related to the event. So to participate, there will be some awards, certificates. So today is the last session. So I'll be sending an email. Fine. Any question, or we can end the session now? We are on time. So I think thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir,
welcome.
for joining.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we can end the session now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I leave this, eh?
Yes,
Okay, thank you very much.
thank you.